Book summary: The Storyteller's Daughter by Victoria Scott. Release year 2025. Gorgeously evocative, heartfelt dual timeline historical novel from the acclaimed author of The House in the Water. Overview. Set across two time periods. Wartime Britain in 1940 and modern-day Surrey in 2008. The Storyteller's Daughter explores how long-buried secrets can echo across generations through the lives of two women, Nita Bineham and her great-niece Beth. Victoria Scott constructs powerful narrative about independence, betrayal, identity, and the enduring search for truth in this richly textured novel. Readers invited into the shadowed corridors of an aging manor house, the bustling of wartime newsroom, and the slow unraveling of family's hidden history. With lyrical prose and emotional resonance, Scott skillfully intertwines mystery, memory, and deep sense of place. Part I, 1940. Nita's story. Woman on the brink of change, Nita Bineham is 21 and ready to step outside the confining walls of her privileged upbringing in Surrey. As world aromantur shapes the world around her, she seeks not just independence but purpose. The opportunity arrives in the form of job at local newspaper. Bold step for young woman from well-to-do family, especially during wartime. Eager to prove her worth in male-dominated profession, Nita throws herself into her new role. But it isn't long before whispers begin to circulate in the village. Someone is leaking information. There's traitor in their midst. The rumor catches the attention of the newspaper's editors, and Nita, driven by ambition and strong sense of justice, is allowed to pursue the lead. The investigation begins. What starts as routine assignment quickly becomes personal mission. Interviews villagers, cross-references stories, and uncovers inconsistencies that suggest something far more dangerous is unfolding in this quiet corner of England. As her investigation deepens, she faces resistance not only from the community but from her own family. Her parents, particularly her mother, are appalled by her dogged pursuit of a story that could bring scandal upon them. But Nita pushes forward, propelled by both the thrill of uncovering the truth and growing conviction that something is deeply wrong. Nita's inquiry leads her into the heart of darkness, closer to betrayal than she ever imagined. And as she uncovers secrets that involve people she loves, she must choose between truth and protection, courage and silence. Her room in 2008. Beth's story. Falling apart. Beth is woman in crisis. After humiliating public failure in her London career and the collapse of her marriage, she retreats to the countryside to escape scrutiny. Her destination, the crumbling ancestral home of her recently deceased great-aunt. How steeped in memory, grief, and silence, her arrival at the manor is marked by disorientation and detachment. But before long, Beth is captivated by the house itself. Dusty rooms, time-worn furniture, and the stillness of nature form kind of bomb, yet it's the final words her aunt spoke that truly haunt her. Find the truth. It's all there in the stories. The discovery. Wandering through the rooms, Beth discovers a collection of newspaper clippings and handwritten notes tucked away in bureau. Intrigued, she begins to piece together fragments of the past. Names she doesn't recognize, story about suspected traitor, and the echo of scandal never fully explained. Her aunt's cryptic message seems toward an unresolved mystery, one that links back to the war and possibly to Beth's own family. With time on her hands and her life on hold, Beth begins to dig parallel lives. As Beth unearths more clues, she begins to uncover the story of Nita Bineham. Her great-aunt is a young woman. Through old articles, letters, and village records, she reconstructs the life of a determined journalist navigating time of suspicion and fear. Beth feels deep kinship. Nita was searching for purpose, for truth, for way to be seen. But as Beth inches closer to the secret that consumed her aunt's life, she must confront the possibility that history may not be as distant as it seems. Themes 1. Dual timelines, shared struggles. By weaving together Nita and Beth's stories, Scott underscores how women across generations face similar battles over autonomy, voice, and identity. The novel's structure allows the reader to feel the emotional pull between past and present as the threads of one woman's choices ripple forward into the next generation. 2. Memory, history, and truth. At its core, The Storyteller's Daughter is about stories. Who gets to tell them and how they shape our understanding of ourselves and others. Both protagonists are engaged in acts of storytelling. Nita, journalism, Beth through historical reconstruction. The novel challenges the notion of single truth, showing instead how stories are layered, complex, and often obscured by time. 3. The landscape is character. Surrey, with its sweeping fields, aging houses, and quiet roads, becomes character in itself. Scott's attention to sensory detail infuses the novel with haunting quality, whether it's the damp chill of an unused room, the musty smell of old paper, the soft rustle of wind through ancient trees. The setting enriches the emotional and narrative atmosphere. Characters: Nita Bineham, brave, intelligent, and yearning for independence. Her journey from eager journalist to reluctant keeper of secrets is both moving and tragic. Beth Bineham, vulnerable, introspective, and seeking solace. Her personal unraveling is mirrored in the mystery she uncovers, and her transformation is both emotional and empowering. The Bineham family. From Nita's disapproving mother to Beth's memories of distant relatives, the family is like a silenced tradition and buried guilt. The villagers, chorus of minor but memorable figures, suspicious farmers, evasive war widows, stoic newspaper editors, each holds piece of the puzzle. Style and tone. Victoria Scott's prose is elegant and atmospheric, often leaning into the poetic without sacrificing clarity. Her use of Gothic elements, old houses, shifting weather, and the presence of the past adds haunting dimension to the narrative. The pacing is thoughtful but never slow. The alternating chapters between timelines create sense of momentum and discovery. Every revelation in one timeline casts new light on the other, drawing the reader deeper into the mystery. Reception and praise. Early praise highlights Scott's skill with dual timelines and emotional nuance. Readers and reviewers alike have noted her ability to craft both suspense and heartache, blending rich historical detail with compelling character arcs. The atmospheric, gripping, with huge heart, and impossible to put down, or spellbinding and unsettling tale that might haunt your dreams. A beautiful, captivating prose kept me totally engaged in both timelines, delightfully unsettling. Will pull you in from the first page. Conclusion. The Storyteller's Daughter is a luminous, layered novel that explores how the stories we inherit, both told and untold, shape who we are with two unforgettable heroes. Linked by blood and mystery, Victoria Scott delivers poignant exploration of truth, trauma, and the ties that bind us across time. This is a book for readers who love dual timeline fiction, emotionally complex characters, and the haunting beauty of historical suspense. Standout release for 2025, The Storyteller's Daughter will stay with you long after the final page is turned.